Welcome to the Redeemables Podcast 50th Movie Extravaganza episode.
Woo!
Lots of you and
We
stuff.
did it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This is a podcast where we usually take movies that scored under 50 on the Metacritic scale and decide whether to redeem them or whether to nail them to the cross.
Railed them to the cross.
Rail across.
That's it, yeah.
But not today, Satan. Today we're taking the voices of the people and we're bringing them to the listeners via the wonders of modern technology and ancient voodoo.
I've wanted to do this since Ep 1.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be
Just to take the
keeping our
pressure off
powder
us.
dry. And it's all because this is actually where our 50th movie would go.
Yes.
So we've actually...
Oh, so not technically the 50th Ep.
No. We've done 49 movies and 84 episodes.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot, isn't it?
I've
That's
wasted
an
my
output.
life.
47 of those movies are really good as well. We all know what we're talking about, don't we?
Yeah. Domino.
Yeah, Chappie.
Chappie. It was Chappie.
It's fucking
it's
Chappie was a murder scene.
Oh, I'm still aggravated about Chappie.
Fucking hell. You're gonna hate my Hugh
It's all
Jackman.
bubbling
answer
up
later.
again. It's all bubbling up. So what we did was we put the shout out to the listeners and we asked them to submit their submissions.
That
Audio
makes sense, yeah.
or written. Yeah.
Yes.
And we want feedback of all types, and we got feedback of all types, and
Very
you'll hear
aggressive feedback, which is not included.
Oh, shit. I haven't heard it yet.
There are
Oh.
some legal proceedings pending.
Let's just say some don't make the final cut.
Yeah.
And some very nasty things were said
Yeah.
about me in particular.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah, there's
That's fucked up.
there's some things going on in court, etc. at the moment as well in regards to those. So.
I'm his legal representative. He isn't
no,
aware of
no,
that.
they're all great. They're all unreal. Very
Actually,
positive.
completely exceeded expectations.
Wow.
Shouldn't have said that. I expected nothing less from everybody. But really, really good submissions.
Yeah.
And a variety. We're going to talk about a variety of actors. And the question that we posed was, if you were stranded on a desert island for the rest of your life,
Yes.
and you only had the filmography of one actor with which to entertain yourself,
Yeah.
which actor would you choose?
And just for let's assume there's like a generator and what are we talking, like a 65-inch probably? Because you're going to be sitting pretty
Let's go
close.
solar. Let's go.
Oh, solar.
Yeah,
Sorry.
solar.
So we got a solar. We got a 65
We're on a desert
inch.
island. We're by ourselves. Get 85.
You got an 85.
85 inch.
We got a soundbar premium, probably a Bose.
Booze.
My problem is 85 is pretty much a raft. I'm probably paddling that thing back to civilization.
You can turn it into a raft.
Yeah, not
I
me.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd watch
You
the
stay
films.
there. I'd watch the
I watch film on the and get a fucking die with a boner in my hand. Well, no one's around.
Not tie with a boner. Tie with a boner in my
The
hand.
monkeys are like, eh. Fucking eat them. All right, I've gone off course again immediately.
So
anyway,
this is very on
sorry.
brand. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to play you either the recorded voices of
Yep.
the listeners that submitted their submissions,
So good.
and the written ones we're having read by bots.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
yeah. So we got some great text ones as well on the socials and via email.
Yes.
So
Thanks, Skynet.
so instead of hearing our voices as we always do, we
Yep.
thought, hey, we'll chuck it into the mainframe.
Break
and
up
let
the
it
Malays with a few other people's voices. So,
Yeah.
that's the premise. We made it to 49 movies. Ironically, we're having a 50th, Classic Us 50th movie celebration without actually making it a 50. We've gone early, guys.
Yeah. So when we get to the 100th, it's now going to be actually our 98th film.
Yeah, it's just all out of whack. But I guess people aren't counting.
No.
No.
So, yeah,
And I
wow.
don't think anyone actually cares except for us, to be fair.
No, we're,
I care a bit.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
You're one of us. Yeah, yeah.
One of us.
One of
us.
us. One of us.
One of us.
Anyway.
genuinely gratified that we got this sort of response from people and that we've made it this far and
great.
we haven't been cancelled. So
great.
people aren't listening that closely, obviously.
Yeah. And it was cool to hear, I guess, the voices of a couple of people
Yeah.
who have been prominent on the social media, and I have no idea who they are. I don't think there's some in there that we're like, we don't know who this person is.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
Yeah.
So thank you
It's my
so
dad's
much.
burner. He said all those mean things
Well,
about you.
there was actually
He's never fucking lied to you, Ken.
No. And why would he?
He's got a good judge of character.
There's also an interesting one in there, which sounds very much like Duff. Which I haven't included.
What?
A striking resemblance to
Yeah.
you.
The fact that
Someone
person
that goes
said
by
it's
the name
definitely not
Frank.
Duff at least 3 times.
Yeah. And then I recorded one, I think I must have been drinking because I didn't even remember doing it, but it was basically saying that Airheads is not an Andy Sandler.
Oh, fucking hell.
I think you say that in your nightmares now. I believe your wife says that's what you sleep talk about most, is what is and isn't an Adam Sandler movie. Just running through lists all night.
true.
Apparently it's very soothing for
Like
her.
the new,
She enjoys
It's
it.
a Brendan Fraser movie.
For example, the new Bar Mitzvah movie on Netflix, which I've watched, and it's really good.
Listen,
Is it an Adam Sandler movie?
No, it's a Sandler movie.
It's a Sandler family movie.
Yeah, Sandler family movie.
Sandler's
Family
kids.
movie. Yeah. It's a whole new genre.
Really great film.
I've heard good things.
Really?
It's really
I've
good.
heard bad things.
No, I liked it a lot. Yeah. I mean, it's for like teenage girls. It's not made for me.
Now I get it
good.
why you guys like it.
You're going to love it, Duff.
Is there singing, Kennedy?
No, actually. Oh, no.
Not keen.
It's not a musical.
Not interested.
Anyway,
All right.
where are we? What are we doing?
Should we listen to an audio submission from somebody
We
and
should.
get stuck in?
Before we do that,
Yeah.
actually got a little surprise for you guys.
Oh, I hope it's a gift.
It's a podcast first.
Oh, he's going below the desk.
So I've brought us, and I know you're not a big drinker, BJ,
Yeah.
but for this night, we're just going to have a little sip of this. And it's a peanut butter whiskey.
What did you get? Are you fucking someone?
Where I
paid?
grew up, you would be bashed
Yeah.
for doing
So
this.
I just thought,
But we've come a long way.
to celebrate the 50th. Why should we not have like just a little tipple? or
Because I'm
something?
a recovering alcoholic, but other than that, why
Yeah, one night only. Eh?
not? Yeah, fuck the wagon.
I'm a recovering
I like
heroin
these
addict.
glasses.
but-
I'm going to fall off the wagon and then it's going to run me over.
All right.
Yeah, nice. I'm into this.
Yeah, you down?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little sip.
I don't mind whiskey at all.
I think this is very different to your regular whiskey. So I'm drinking. What do we got here? I don't want to. I will shout them out actually because it's fucking great. It's called Sheepdog. It's an Australian one. Yeah, chuck the label in there. And I'll just pour a little.
A little tipple.
Live. We're live, guys.
Whilst he's pouring that, I'm going to grab the cocaine.
There you go. There's a little
Sweet.
tipple for you, BJ, and just hold that because we'll cheers in a moment.
Yeah.
Bring a little gift.
That's Look at
It's a
this
shame
guy.
I had to drive here tonight. Otherwise, I'd just get sauced.
Oh man,
just really.
Jesus Christ!
This is the most I've drunk in a few years.
All right.
Forget this good stuff. What about that good stuff? The cold beer.
I've got a cola beer for the listeners.
Can you mix a cola beer into mine, please?
Probably. I haven't actually had cola beer since I was about 11, and I was so pleasantly surprised.
Washing
when
mine
I took
down with
sip.
a little lemonade.
Yeah. All right. Cheers, boys.
All right,
To
cheers.
the-
Cheers, gentlemen.
To the 50th.
50th. They said we never
It's
do it.
really hard.
Fuck them.
Oh,
Tastes very much like peanut butter.
I know. It's good, isn't it?
it's smooth.
It's like
Yet
it
satisfying.
reminds me of butterscotch schnapps,
Listen, anyway.
which I grew up on.
Anyway, I've
Butterscotch
been ready
schnapps.
to fucking tell you. Honestly,
Oh no!
I fucking love you both.
I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. Now he's going to want a bag.
Put the
shit.
kids to bed early. I'm coming home later.
All right.
All right.
So should we do it? You
Yeah,
guys
let's do it.
enjoying that?
Yeah,
that's good.
it's not
Nice
bad.
little 50th treat for us.
I feel older, Ken.
I feel it burning. I feel like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, well, he's a wild turkey, isn't he?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Do you know the worst ad on TV is that fucking Johnny Depp one for alcohol? Is it alcohol or perfume?
No,
and
it's
he's a wolf
It's for shitting on
and
beds.
he plays a guitar. And I'm like, honestly, it looks like a parody.
All right. Ready for number one?
Let's go.
Here we go.
I'm ready for number 2, fella.
This one comes in from Steve Johnston.
Thanks, Steve.
For my desert island, I'd love to go with Harrison Ford. You get Harrison Ford, you get a couple of great movie series of all time. You get Indiana Jones, you get your Star
Caught me
Wars.
by surprise.
Throw in your one-off bangers like The Fugitive. You also get a couple of little sneaky picks in there, like he's in Apocalypse Now, so you get a bit of Apocalypse in there. Plus cameos in some rom-coms. You get your Morning Glories, but I think you get Harrison Ford on Desert Island, covers all your genres. You got your action, you got your comedies, got a bit of sci-fi in there. So I reckon he'd be a crackerjack filmography to have stuck in there. Plus you get your TV series, you got a new one where he's a psychiatrist. That's pretty good too. But I'll be going with
Shrinking. It's a
Harrison Ford.
masterclass.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers to you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
I obviously, when we did this, like we all had our ideas of who's going to pop up. Harrison Ford didn't cross my mind,
he
but
did.
now it fucking does.
Yeah, it crossed
Yeah.
my mind. I like exactly what that guy said. What? Oh, no.
Waka waka waka. Okay,
Oh, no.
we've got the witch doctor over here.
So, if it's a filmography, right? Say he was in Star Wars. Do
Yes.
we get the whole Star Wars universe?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
No.
Just he has to be in it. He has to be in
Oh,
it.
you're trying to work around already.
Yeah,
I see
man.
what you're doing. No,
Yeah.
no,
He's got to be in it.
No.
Yeah,
But
Harrison
he can-
Ford's a great choice.
A cameo counts.
Yeah,
Yes.
cameo
So a
definitely
fleeting
counts.
appearance counts.
The motherfucker's in it. The
Yeah.
motherfucker's in it.
Which Steve taught me something. I don't remember Harrison Ford being in Apocalypse Now.
No, neither do I. But I haven't seen it for a long
Yeah,
time.
it's been a while.
He must just be a really small bit part because he would have
Just a
been
face, like a
young
Johnny
and
Depp
ish
in
then as well.
Platoon.
He's one of the guys that gets napalmed.
Could be.
But great. And as you said, I hadn't really considered it, but absolutely great shout.
It is.
And one of the things that makes it really good is the depth of the filmography. He started, according to the interwebs here, in 1966.
Yeah.
So you're dealing with somebody that's got
You
this
got
massive body of
50,
work.
60 years of
Yeah.
cinema, yeah.
And he has, though, like Star Wars and Indiana Jones alone.
Yeah,
Hall of Fame.
Huge trilogies.
Yeah. Are we allowed to fault it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Steve won't mind.
I hope not. My only gripe with Harrison Ford is I think a lot of his big, like the Star Wars and Indiana Jones stuff, is a little bit light. You know what I mean? Like
Not-
it's very
Not
entertaining.
enough ex-Marines for you, Ken.
Well, I don't know.
I think
kind of want some, I don't.
It's a
I'm
space
excited
opera,
to see
mate.
who
What do you
else
want
we
from
get? But yeah,
I
Yeah.
think you're just talking about the times in film, though. They weren't trying to be too gritty.
that's true actually because they're older films.
I mean,
yeah.
But Gritty wasn't...
Have you got his IMDb there? Yeah.
Yeah.
You mind scrolling? Give me from like 2000 onwards. Let's see what we got here.
So he's done dramas for sure, but he hasn't really gone super dark. Like he's not going to give you some of the slow burning stuff that it's not really his wheelhouse, is it?
No, it's not.
He's
There's some good stuff there.
And you
Great
know what?
dramas.
I think that's why I
Oh,
like
fucking
Harrison
Blade
Ford.
Runner 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You're
That's why I
saying
like
that.
it, because I don't like those slow, fucking dark movies.
Yeah.
So for
But-
me, Harrison Ford's perfect.
You've got the rest of your life to do nothing but eat coconuts and watch movies. You're going to want a couple of slow burners, right?
Yeah.
No.
He's
I'm already very depressed. I'm on a fucking island
No, that'd be the
with no
happiest.
chance of survival.
You're meant to be the
and I
happiest
don't know
ever.
how to fucking make a fire. So the only fire I'm watching is Indiana Jones and having a fucking great time.
That's true.
That'll make my flames burn.
So you're more of a Cowboys and Aliens guy.
I like Cowboys and Aliens. Let me give you the tip.
He has got some fun there as well. He's got that 6 Days, 7 Nights, which is surprisingly good. Hollywood Homicide, was that good?
I
Was
liked
that
it.
Ashton Kutcher?
That was Josh Hartnett.
Josh
friend.
Hartnett.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Same.
I know Josh Hartnett's filmography like the back of my hand.
Everyone should.
That's a new mole.
And you get you do get to sneak in as well a few of them. You've got the Force Awakens and some of the more modern ones. Anchorman 2.
Yeah.
Didn't know he
He
was
was
Sneaky one.
He was one of the newscasters.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So there you go. That's covering the gamut. I reckon it's a really good call.
Okay.
I'm
call.
really like.
Do you reckon we vote on the listeners' choice? I mean, we're going to do our own?
I've got my own to
You got
do,
your
so
own?
I'm going to vote for myself.
And then
Yeah,
we'll
me
go
too,
'cause I'm
which
that
one
kind
of the
of fuckwit.
listeners presents the best argument,
Yeah.
perhaps. Yeah.
Oh look,
All right, well,
everybody's
Steve's winning so far.
Yeah.
We're off to a cracker. Well done, Steve.
No, really, yeah.
Huge.
Pleasantly surprised by Steve's shout. Wouldn't have thought of it. Really good call. That's why we like the people.
Yeah. Favorite Harrison Ford movie, guys?
I'm a Star Wars guy.
Okay.
Yeah, changed my life.
Oh,
That's why it was why I'm an astronaut.
You have to give me hours. It's a fugitive for me. I think.
Fugitive.
I do
yeah.
love The Fugitive.
It might be Air Force One for me.
Really?
I love that fucking movie,
Yeah,
man.
I can.
Yeah.
I'm
You're a
on board with that.
contrarian.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
Yeah. Not.
I'm not
Get
sure.
off my blade.
I'm not saying it's like the greatest film he's ever made, but
It's
for,
the
for
most
what I like,
enjoyable movie.
yeah.
Look at me, just drinking scotch.
Actually,
and
no,
I already
I'm-
have the way.
Pontificating.
Sorry, I take that back. It's definitely Blade Runner 2049 for me,
Yeah,
without
okay.
doubt.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Love Blade
some
Runner.
good shit in there.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Aliens was good.
I liked it.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Bit of harmless
Yeah.
fun.
Really happy with that
Should
one.
we go next?
Yeah. Who we got next?
All right, next on the list, we've actually got a movie star that 3 out of our multiple submissions chose. So what I thought I'd do is I'd play those 3 back to back.
Yep.
Because they've all chosen the same actor. It's going to
wow.
give us a fuckload of content on this one person, and then we can fly from there.
State
you
your
guys
cases.
cool with that?
Yeah. A glut of cruise.
All right, so the first one,
It's a gaggle.
the first one is Crag. Who's a very solid contributor to the socials and really enjoyed having a back and forth with him in the DMs on Facebook on multiple occasions. Yeah, wonderful person. All right, here we go. This is from Craig.
It's your boy Craig here from Castlemaine in Victoria, regular listener and commenter on the Redeemables.
Sure is.
This is an easy one for me. Desert Island, it has to be Tom Cruise. You know, looking at his IMDb right now, come on. Risky Business, All the Right Moves, Top Gun, Color of Money, Cocktail, Rain Man. Days of Thunder, Born on the 4th of July,
Nice
Few
as
Good
Phil.
Men, The Firm, Mission Impossible series, Jerry Maguire, Magnolia. It just goes on and on. Minority Report. It's just excellent, and he's worked with every top director kind of thing. The only ones I would veto, say would be like a sidestep or just a bad move from him, were Night and Day.
Ooh, BJ loves
One
that.
of the only films I've ever actually walked out of the cinema. But it's because I like Tom Cruise so much. Rock of Ages, but then fair enough,
Stinker.
He was
Horrible.
playing a rock star in that. Edge of Tomorrow.
What
I don't like Jack Reacher series.
Oh no.
Whatever. He's my boy. He's a wee man, and you got to stick by your wee man. Good luck with the show, and it's got to be Tom Cruise. You've got enough variety there. Any day of the week. Cheers.
Oh,
my God.
There's some emotional damage.
because it's
Edge of
amazing
Tomorrow.
because he chooses Tom Cruise, but then he didn't like some of my favourite Tom Cruise movies.
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow, Jack Reacher 1. Two of my I know you're a big Night and Day guy, BJ.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're a big Night and
let's not
Day guy.
overstate it. Okay.
You brought it up.
I run the
sometimes.
Reddit. I run the Reddit page.
There's no, there's no shame in it.
Didn't you buy the car from Night and Day?
I did, yeah. I own it. Yeah, I drove it here tonight. Catherine Heigl's waiting in it right now.
Was it Catherine Heigl?
who-
No, it's Cameron Diaz.
God damn it.
Big fan over here. Fucking hell.
I wasn't the one stating my fandom.
All right, should we go to the next Tom Cruise
Let's do
one
it.
before we
Yeah.
get too
You
wild?
guys can simmer down.
Oh, Craig.
Edge of
I
Tomorrow.
love you, man, but you've upset me. All right, this one is from David M. This one came in by text, and I've converted it to a bot speaking.
This one will
Here we
be
go.
read by Bill Gates.
Yeah, pretty much. Here we go.
Hey gang, big fan. Congrats on the episode
It's a
milestone.
sexy voice.
If I was stranded on a desert island, I would bring the complete filmography of Tom Cruise with me. Why? The man is a legend. He's done action, he's done comedy, he's done drama, he's done a musical, he's done Nicole Kidman, but most of all he's Ethan Hunt. I don't think you can top that. Thanks for the laughs. David M.
No, thank you for the
Thank you,
laughs.
David. Fucking awesome.
Oh, that was
He's
good.
done Nicole Kidman.
That's not confirmed, by the way, is it? Yeah, I don't know. Until I see the tape,
Until I
it's
find out.
speculation as far as I'm
I still
concerned.
think fucking Nicole Kidman's one of the people from Lord of the Rings. Those
I
tree
think-
people made out of wood.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're both like Barbie dolls. They have where there's genitals, there's no genitals. It's just a smooth patch. Both
Could
of them.
be.
That's how I imagine them. Yeah.
Welcome back to the movie.
I would also love some feedback on the socials about how these people that I converted their their text
That
to
was a
voices.
sexy
That was a
voice.
good one.
That was a good
I'd,
bot.
I'd hope David is
Yeah.
David M is happy with that.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Great.
I know what to
Solid
dream about
case.
tonight.
Very good stuff. Another one from Tom Cruise.
Yeah, let's go.
Last one. This one is from Connor.
Hey gents, first time, long time. Appreciate you having me on. Apologies in advance if you can hear my little baby cooing and crying in the background. But this is a really well-timed question because I'm thinking about what movies I'm going to expose the little man to. And if you think about being on a desert island, you're losing your mind. You're on your own. You need a big filmography and you need some variation. That's why there is only one right answer to this question, and it is the GOAT, Mr. Tom Cruise. Let me rattle some titles off for you.
Please do.
Risky Business, All the Right Moves, Top Gun 1 and 2, Cocktail, Rain Man, Born on the 4th of July, Days of Thunder, A Few Good Men, The Firm, Interview with a Vampire, The Mission Impossible Catalogue, the greatest rom-com of all time, Jerry Maguire, Magnolia, so you get your PTA in there as well, Vanilla Sky, Minority Report, Austin Powers in Goldmember, The Last Samurai, Collateral, War of the Worlds. This is outrageous. Tropic Thunder, Rock of Ages if you need your music in there, Duff. Jack Reacher, Oblivion, Edge of Tomorrow, The Man Does No Wrong. Actually, American Made. He might do a little wrong. We'll move past that. Yeah, just the GOAT. What an outrageous catalogue, and I can't wait to book my flights to the desert island. I'll see you all there. Cheers, boys.
Thank you
Unreal.
very much. That's
Unreal.
awesome.
Yeah.
So that was cool because we got a range of films as well.
Yeah.
And you know what Tom Cruise, the couple of Tom Cruise ones that Connor mentioned that I forgot about is Oblivion.
Yeah.
Like that's a fucking film.
It's not bad.
Very underrated.
Yeah.
I have my mindset on who I'm picking tonight out of the three actors I'm going to pick.
Yeah.
But Tom Cruise is going to to in there, so
Yeah.
I'm going to have four people I'm going to pick.
It's just
Oh,
it's
great.
it's a fucking undeniable catalogue.
Yeah.
It's
And again,
undeniable.
like, 81 onwards.
Yeah.
Hits them all.
Yeah.
He hits every note.
We've got 50 years of Tom Cruise in our life. No, that's my math.
All right, I'll say
40,
it, right?
45 years of Tom Cruise.
If there's a correct answer, and it's not opinion-based, it's just what is the correct answer, it's Tom Cruise.
It's Tom Cruise.
It has to be.
Should I ask ChatGPT?
Yeah.
No.
Not now.
Okay.
Yeah, but later.
It says Elon Musk.
But I think that is the answer.
Yeah.
There's no one that has ever and will ever again have a film catalogue like he's got.
The only
Yeah,
thing...
am I going too hard there?
Ever again is a bit harsh. You never say never, Ken.
Yeah. Well, that's something I want to discuss a little bit later as well, actually, is the future. But, like, I think you're right in terms of if we could only put one movie star in the space capsule to send to the aliens, it's going to be Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Because he knows them.
He'll be able to communicate with them.
But putting that aside, like if you were like, this is what a movie star is, it would be Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Because he ticks all the boxes, right?
This
And
is
the
what
fact that he
movies
does
are.
is-
Here's 20 Tom Cruise films.
Yeah.
Does his own stunts as well. Mad respect for him.
Still, he's
Like,
140 years old.
and he's very hated as well. Like not with his movies, but as a person himself, I think he's widely hated.
divisive.
He's a strange cat.
divisive.
He's a strange cat.
But
Do you
his
know what?
movies are fucking awesome.
I love Craig's point as well, and I think we spoke about it on the Jack Reacher pod, ironically. The directors he's worked with,
Oh,
so he's clearly set out to challenge himself, and he's put that aside now, and he's just making Mission Impossible stuff. But
Perfect.
there's
prior
nothing
to
wrong
that-
with that.
Perfect.
yeah.
Like, are you angry at Vin Diesel for still making fast movies?
I'm not- angry is a strong word.
sorry,
More
sir.
disappointed
Sorry,
than
sorry,
angry.
shouldn't look like
I
my
would say
niece.
disinterested.
Yeah, I'll just
I love the last one.
Okay.
What of it?
Did you? Fast Days. Anyway.
I still haven't seen
We're
the
talking
latest
about Tom
Mission.
Cruise. Hey, when we're ready to talk about Vin Diesel, it's my turn to fucking name my desert island actor. It's Vin Diesel.
Yes. Yep.
So,
But just banger after banger, he's right. And even like, we get to sneak Tropic Thunder in there. I'm stoked about that.
even the ones that Craig said were not good films, and
Yeah.
it's all subjective or whatever, but like, there's still, Connor then said that some of those movies are great.
Yeah.
So you could go, like, maybe Craig doesn't like those movies, but
Yeah.
they're still like big time movies.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
he's taking a shot at Jack Reacher and the Mummy's right there.
Yeah. That's fair.
Didn't hate the mummy.
That was there was a little run that Connor said was that run from 2000 and where was I looking? There it is. From 2003, he did
Yeah.
Last Samurai, Collateral, and then War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's
Three
ridiculous.
completely different movies.
Yeah.
All of them just blockbusters, and all of them just hit out of the park.
Yeah.
Like, just unbelievable movies.
Yeah.
Last Samurai is a masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Yeah.
So is Edge of Tomorrow.
And War of the Worlds, go back and revisit it. It's fucking great.
It has
gonna
the
have
best
Yeah.
actor look of all time when he finds out his kid has taken his car.
Yeah.
He's just got that fucking
amazing.
dead stare. I love
Yeah.
it. Love War of the Worlds. Believe it
Yeah,
or not.
okay, I
Yeah,
might
that-
have to go back to it because I didn't enjoy
It's
it.
really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
But I quite liked American Made, so, to each their own.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah. Bit of a weird Tom Cruise movie. But
That's why I liked it.
yeah, okay. That's
Yeah,
fair.
it was just a bit of a
Something
swerve,
a bit
for
different.
him, late career Tom Cruise, Yeah.
What do we got? What do we got next?
Who is up next?
Let's do Mike.
Mike.
Let's go for
Mike
Mike.
Larry.
You guys ready? Let's see what Mike's got to say.
Born ready.
Hello, gents. Congratulations on the 50th episode. Who would have thought? So you're going to get a lot of people coming through with the obvious
dick.
Tom Cruise or Denzel. All great choices. But my pick is Matt Damon. Not only do you get his baby blue eyes and warm smile to keep you warm at night, but he has over 90 acting credits.
Shit.
Let's go through some.
Please.
School Ties, Courage Under Fire, The Rainmaker, Good Will Hunting, Saving Private Ryan, Rounders, Dogma, Talented Mr. Ripley, The Ocean's Trilogy, 4 out of 5 of the Bourne films, The Departed, Invictus, Green Zone, True Grit, Contagion, We Bought a Zoo, shitty movie, but there
No,
might be
it's not.
valuable animal information in there for you. Elysian, Interstellar, The Martian, The Great Wall, bit silly, but I'm sure Duff likes that one.
I fucking
Last
love that one.
Duel,
I love it too.
Air, and Oppenheimer. But doesn't end there. He loves a cheeky cameo. So we've got Field of Dreams, Chasing Amy, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Eurotrip. Scotty doesn't know, man. Don't tell him. Deadpool 2, Thor, Love and Thunder. Some real diversity in there from a director's standpoint too. Gus Van Sant, Nolan, Eastwood, Soderbergh, Coppola, Spielberg, Ridley Scott, Coen Brothers, and Scorsese. How can you go past it? He's my pick. Hope you agree. Keep up the good work. Cheers to another 50 episodes, boys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yes, Mike, I agree. In fact,
You know what? Matt Damon is he's also one of my picks.
everyone sways me every time. I'm like, you know what? Solid case, I'm in.
You just forget, man. Like you forget like the filmography of some of these people. It was fucking insane.
I've just decided we're living in a golden age of cinema, and I never even realised it.
Yeah.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
The hype. Oh, we're getting whimsical. He's had one drink in, and we're getting whimsical. Yeah, he's right. He just another one who I love these points that guys are making about the directors that these guys are working with, because that speaks to the diversity of their catalogue as well.
Yeah.
And how much they're willing to challenge themselves, and how much you can have a day of just, I'll just watch comedies today. I'll just watch war films tomorrow, and I'll just watch rom-coms the day after that.
And maybe how well respected they are as a performer. Like, because the director's got more power than the star in terms of, you know, what they're creating or whatever. Mm-hmm. So if Christopher Nolan or whoever or Spielberg goes, oh, can I please have Matt Damon, or can I please have Tom Cruise? Like, that says a lot.
Yeah. And I very, very solid case. Some fucking great movies there. He started off hot too, Matt Damon, didn't he? He came in on a heater straight away.
Just Good with Hunting.
The filmography that I've got in front of me has his small appearances as extras as well. In fact, in Mystic Pizza, it says he was a steamer, and I'm not sure what that sounds slightly. Is that a euphemism? I don't want to think about it. But apparently, he started in Mystic Pizza in '98. We all sort of think of him starting in School Ties, I think.
Yeah, that's when that's the first thing I can remember.
But according to the official and unassailable resource that is Wikipedia, and my copy and pasting, there's also The Good Mother, and you actually get Field of Dreams.
That's cool.
Because he's an extra
crazy.
in that.
That's crazy.
Being an extra counts, trust me.
That's very
extras
cool.
are people too.
I was watching something recently. I can't remember if I spoke about it on the pod, so stop me if I did, about him and Ben Affleck growing up and how they basically were neighbours. Like, they lived around the corner from each other. Matt Damon moved into the neighbourhood and Ben Affleck was there. And they ended up living together. So they got a flat together or whatever when they were in like their late teens. And they would share all of the money that either of them would make off these small roles. So they all went to the
socialism.
They all went to the same. They both went to the same auditions. And if Matt Damon got the part in the commercial or the extra in Field of Dreams or whatever it was, all the money would just get pulled.
Right.
And they would then go on to create Good Will Hunting essentially with some of that money.
You reckon
That's crazy.
Was he getting paid to be an extra?
That is
Sorry?
insane.
You reckon he was getting paid to be an extra?
As an extra.
I might need to talk to my agent.
Do you not get paid?
I might need an agent.
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure, like, don't you get like $100 a day or
I'm
something?
paid in kudos.
It's an hourly flat rate.
Like a fucking thanks, Ben.
I'm not worth it. I'm really not worth it. Yeah,
But,
but that's great. Isn't that cool? But and they've stuck together forever.
Stuck together the whole time.
Dope.
They've now just come back around with Air.
Yeah.
Which I was just going to... Actually, do you mind scrolling down to his latest few films? I just wanted to touch on that. He's actually just entering into a whole new chapter of his career.
Yeah.
With the... what was it? It was Oppenheimer, Air, The Last Duel, Stillwater, Ford vs. Ferrari. They're all in the last, like, 3 years. Yeah. They're, like, very mature, like, well put together, like, adult fucking cinema.
Yeah.
Like, adult drama. And they're fucking good. I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, sorry, but, like, I assume it's fucking good.
People seem to enjoy it.
Yeah. But, yeah, those ones there. Stillwater's actually a little underrated. That's definitely worth a look.
Air, of course, is pretty much my porn.
Yeah, really liked it.
It's fucking amazing.
It's a movie about Michael Jordan. I'm your target demographic.
He's unbelievable in that.
He's great.
As well.
Really good film. So and also what he and Affleck are doing business wise.
Do you reckon he could get nominated for Air?
Yeah. Because also it's going to be a thin field.
Yeah.
Because everything's getting pushed away. There might not be many films for the rest of the year.
I reckon he might get nominated.
Yeah, I think
That's
he
how
might
good
too.
he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
just those last ones. He's now, he's shifting with his own age.
Yeah.
Where he had his action stage with Green Zone and the Bourne movies and all that. Does his comedies every now and then because he's actually like genuinely funny.
He's very charming and has a lot of
very
charismatic.
Very.
He's obviously looking at this. You'd have to say he's a bit more discerning than Affleck at this stage of his career, right? Like Affleck hasn't always kicked goals over the last.
No, he went for a real flop stage.
Yeah,
like, that was purely because of Gobble Gobble, the turkey movie. What's it?
yeah. But even
that was it. The people hated him all of a sudden. But he's coming back in a big way because Argo saved his career.
I think last few years he's done a couple that were probably not fantastic. Yeah, he's done some really good stuff.
Well, he
just
does a lot.
Yeah, this is the thing. He's not as discerning.
There was that Hypnotic film that came out, or Hypnosis or whatever.
Did you like it?
No. It's one of the worst pieces of shit I've ever seen in my life. But I love Ben Affleck.
Same, I've been told
So
the same thing.
I was really torn by it.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
Really? Fuck me. Just God.
It's just
You got problems.
catch up, baby.
Yeah. So I think,
I only watched 8 minutes, to be fair.
I've heard it's very bad, so I'm not going to waste my thinly available
Well, hold
time on that one.
I've just told you it's really good.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
really good
It's the
then.
same thing.
How dare you?
It's right up there with Chappie.
Duff gave it the kiss of death.
Yeah, so
Fuck you guys.
Hey, Duff, tell me what you love this year. What's your top 10?
BJ.
What?
That's what I love.
All right. Oh, that's nice.
But I'm wrong.
All right. Matt Damon.
well
Very
done.
good.
No,
Thank you, Mike.
Fantastic quiz.
That's great.
Yeah,
A great submission.
love it.
Let's cross over to a man that refers to himself as Cousin James.
Cousin James.
See what he's got to say.
Hey fellas, long time listener, first time redeemer. I've got to say, what an awesome show you guys have going on. I'm a big fan of the info, but also the banter and the mini games. I would like to know if you guys have a favourite doco of all time. For me, it would be The Winnebago Man. Definitely worth a watch. I've said before how you guys remind me of the cast from Friends, where Duff is Joey,
Thank God.
the funny one.
That's good.
BJ is Chandler,
Oh, fuck
the
off.
more serious one. And Ken, you're right. Something was always a little off with that. And just recently I realised I had it all wrong.
Thank God.
You guys are actually the girls. Duff being Phoebe, the kookies/funny one. BJ is Monica, the anal retentive one. And Ken is Rachel, the hot one.
I'll take that over Ross.
You guys have for the films. And you got to know, I'm not just some guy. Fellas, I can't even make eye contact with you right now. I guess that's mostly because it's recording. To get to the point of why I'm here in voice, when it comes down to who I could never get sick of looking at, who spans all genres from rom-coms like Crazy Stupid Love, or even rom classics like The Notebook, whose actions are up there with the tippy tops like in The Grey Man, who has sci-fi under their belt with Blade Runner, and a sports all-time classic with Remember the Titans, who hits detective noirs in The Nice Guys,
Nice.
does exciting art house types with Drive or indie epics with Place Beyond the Pines. Heck, he even slaps it in musicals with La La Land, and is still box office smashing it with the recent Barbie film. For me, it's got to be Ryan Gosling.
Nice.
In my opinion, he's too damn beautiful. He's humble, talented, and ranged across all genres. He even has a bloody kids series with Young Hercules for my Sunday mornings whilst on this island. A series that went to episode 50, much like yourselves. No one thought you guys could get there, right,
Never
BJ?
think we could get.
But man, what a rush!
God damn, what a rush!
If you lot don't agree with me, then I will boot stomp your face in an elevator in front of the woman I love. Keep up the great work, lads. Lots and lots of love, Cousin James.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Amazing stuff.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
What did you think, Ross? Oh, that fucking that. Oh, he started bringing up friends. I'm like, fuck, don't give me Ross.
I would have quit the pod.
You don't want to be Ross, do you?
Fuck. It's just it's so confronting.
It is.
I
thank you so much, Cousin James.
I get a
So
lot of.
you're happy with being Phoebe in one?
I'm fucking happy with Phoebe and Joey.
I'm going to drink this bottle of sheepdog and just soul search, man.
I
The fact that I'm Ross, fuck.
Do you know what it is? It's weird, like these scales with which we measure these things. This is the only environment in which I'm considered the uptight anal. At work, they're like, we wish this guy would fucking shut up and calm down. But amongst this company, apparently I'm the uptight one. But Fantastic case. Another person who was not front of mind for me at all.
He was.
Oh, it was for me.
For me,
Yeah, it would be for
I
you.
was thinking I was going to choose it, but then I thought Ken would choose it.
Yeah.
And I haven't listened to these because I didn't know
Yes.
that was up. So I'm interested in your choice, Ross.
Let it go.
All day.
It's the diversity.
Look what you've done, Cousin James.
We spent a fuckload talking about it. Well, I did. Sorry, Ross did on the Grey Man app. Only was that a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Or a couple of eps ago.
It was Ryan versus Chris.
And I pretty much had a similar train of thought to Cousin James.
Yeah.
where
He's all over it.
I was like, it's the range, man.
Yes.
he just does. Fuck it. He only does hits really now.
Yep.
But then it's just drama to musical to I'm a comedy guy now. Now I'm an action star. And you know what? I'm fucking awesome in all of it. Yeah.
He makes
Just-
discerning choices.
It's the presence.
Yeah. And he's got a big future in front of him as well.
Yeah.
He's got this wicked back catalogue because of the good choices he makes.
Yeah.
But how many years of, like, we've got, Gosling can keep going as long as he wants. Wait till he's as old as Harrison Ford.
Yep.
Then he might be my future pick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, never say never. Like,
Yeah.
right. What's Ryan Gosling? 23?
I think he's 40.
Fuck.
I think he's just on.
He'd be in that
I think he's our
Wow,
age,
is incredible.
He's in pretty good nick, isn't he? Yeah, and he's got some fucking bangers. He does cover so much.
I actually watched a couple of his films that I hadn't seen in the lead up to this while I was trying to work out who mine was, because obviously Ryan Gosling was one of the first names that came to my mind. And I watched The First Man, which I hadn't seen before. Really good.
Is it-
I
oh,
regret not seeing it.
I haven't got
before.
around to it yet.
It's very
Yeah.
good.
The First Man.
First Man,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's about Neil Armstrong.
Neil
right?
Armstrong. He plays Neil Armstrong.
Oh, yeah. Never keen on that.
It's
Is
about
it good,
space.
though?
Yeah. You're
it
a
is
space
good.
guy.
Yeah, it is
I am
really
a space
good.
guy, but I'm
That's
not a
why I didn't
bio.
watch it, because I was like, but I already
I'm not
know,
calling you Neil deGrasse Duff anymore.
I know the ending to this story. Like it
Yeah.
kind of, but I guess all biopics are like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good.
I'll put it on the list.
So I watched that. I hadn't seen it, and I started watching the Ides of March as well, which is another one.
I've
haven't
seen that one, yeah.
and thought it was great.
Yeah.
So I'm about halfway through it. I just got to finish.
Not bad. There's a few there that I need to catch up on. Yeah, great shout. Also, documentary. I'm so glad you asked, Cousin James.
Oh yeah, you did ask a question. Didn't
I've
you?
got a two-part answer to this question.
Go on. What do you got?
I've got my favourite series.
Clear the lane.
Is Wild Wild Country off Netflix.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
About the Rajneeshis because
Close to home.
Yeah, I've got a personal connection to that particular cult. Long story, another
Or
podcast.
you were in the cult.
I started it. Yeah.
You had sex with all the women and then you left.
They usurped me.
Well, that's what you do.
I didn't leave. I was usurped. There
You
was
were
a
the
vote.
who of the cult.
The tribe had spoken, and I had to move to Pemberton. So yeah, that's my favourite movie documentary, and probably the doco that really started my love of docos is When We Were Kings, which
What's
is
that
the Muhammad Ali
Oh,
Rumble
yeah.
in the Jungle.
Yeah, I've seen
Ali
yeah.
Boumbaye. Fucking
Ali Boumbaye.
if
Powerful, man.
you ever want to motivate somebody, watch them. Put that on, then watch them walk on water.
Yeah.
Walk through the wall. They won't need a door anymore. They'll just walk through the fucking wall, across the lake, and they'll go and punch a grizzly bear in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Which brings me to my favorite documentary. I didn't. So I'm kind of on the spot because I had no idea this was going to be a question.
Yep.
So my favorite documentary of all time is Grizzly Man.
Yeah, I was actually just
It's
thinking
just
the same
fucking.
thing.
It's just
right up
fucking-
there.
It's really good. A man's descent into madness.
Yeah, fucking, he believes his bullshit so much.
Yeah.
The bear eats
With
him and
with
his wife.
a graphic ending.
Yeah.
Yes.
That-
Mine.
if it didn't have the graphic ending, I'm not watching it.
Nah.
It's just a guy being friends with bears.
Just fucking.
We know you're anti-frolic, Duff.
It should have been called Care Bears.
I've probably got some recency bias. I'd say Grizzly Man's definitely up there for me, or any of the Werner Herzog ones that was spoken about on the pod before. But My Octopus Teacher, you guys both know that just it affected me. Like it was just unbelievable. And then really recently, which definitely not my favorite, but I just watched it, so it's on my mind, is the Last Breath, the new one on Netflix about the freedivers.
Yeah.
Also really good.
Yeah.
It's I like anything. I think we've spoken about this. Anything where it presents itself as one thing, but it's actually just a study on like the human behaviour.
Yes.
Like what was the one from the Redeemies episode this year that you made?
Wildcat.
You make me watch. Yeah, Wildcat, like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's about rehabilitating these small
Ocelots.
ocelots.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not. It's about this dude's descent
And
into madness.
It's the same as The Last Breath.
Yeah.
It's about the and it's the same as Grizzly Man. It's about grizzlies. No, it's fucking not.
Yeah.
So that's probably, and My Octopus Teacher. It ain't about an octopus and how they swim underwater. It's so much more than that.
That
that
movie.
that won the Oscar, didn't it? My Octopus Teacher.
Did it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
it might
sure.
have, yeah.
Because When We Were Kings
It
was the first.
shook me.
Was the first time I realised that there was an Oscar for documentaries.
Oh, there you go.
When
They
it
put it
won
on the pre-show because no one really cares.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, they give these statues out for documentaries. Maybe I should check it out. I'm a big Muhammad Ali stan, always have been. So
Yeah,
highly recommend
I love a good doco.
Yeah, great question. Thank
Cool.
you.
All right, moving on. Ryan Gosling. Whew.
Great shout.
call. Yeah. I'm loving the diversity we got.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous that we'd get 10 submissions and it was going to be 9 Tom Cruises and a Denzel.
Yeah.
But here we are.
9 Tom Cruises and a Denzel.
It's a good song. Write that down. All right, let's hear from Neil. You guys might be familiar with Neil. He's jumping on the socials all the time and getting involved. So here it is from Neil.
What you got, Neil?
Friend of the pod, Neil here. I settled on one actor quite early, but then I went down the rabbit hole of potentially looking at someone else. But I've settled on Jason Schwartzman, largely due to the fact that Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is my favorite movie of all time. It's my favorite graphic novel, so absolutely love it. Big Wes Anderson fan. I've actually met the guy as well. Super nice guy. But yeah, I ended up going down the rabbit hole because I was like, well, Bill Murray's in a lot of Wes Anderson films, and I love Ghostbusters. And then I was looking at character actors like Harry Dean Stanton and Dick Miller, but ultimately settled on Jason Schwartzman. Thank you. Goodbye.
Another one out of left field, man.
I would never in a million years have considered him.
Nah.
It's fucking niche because if you want, you're going to get those movies.
Yeah.
You have to be a Wes Anderson guy.
Yeah,
obviously.
As soon as he said that, he was a massive Wes Anderson guy.
When
Say
I
hi to Wes for me too, Neil.
When I thought about this, I immediately went to what's my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Who's in that?
Yeah.
Bang. And I can, all of a sudden, you got a filmography there of fucking 40 movies, and you go, fuck.
Yeah, okay.
So the way he's done it is
he's done that.
Makes
done
a
that.
ton of sense.
Then he's gone off in a rabbit hole, which is great. I love people doing that.
Yep.
If you go off in a rabbit hole, we've done our job.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, because cinephiles like me love the rabbit hole.
Cinephile, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Fancy,
Right.
man.
Look at this guy. Give him one whiskey.
One whiskey, I'm fucking bright as fuck.
Filibustering.
I just need to smoke in a dark room.
It's filibustering. Yeah, and he's in stuff I had no idea he was in. So I probably haven't been keeping up with him as much as I should be by the looks of it because he's in some bloody good films.
His early stuff's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not much of a Wes Anderson guy. There's a couple of Wes Andersons I love. But for the most part, I can.
I'm the same.
Yeah,
I'm the same. When he's not.
I'm a Schwartzman fan.
Yeah,
I've always liked Schwartz and Stick.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the same.
Rushmore's like fucking. It should have been.
I like
called
the early
Schwartzman.
ones. I like the early Wes
Bottle
Anderson.
Rocket.
Yeah. And I'm a big Life Aquatic, but I don't think Schwartzman's in that one, is he? Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou? No. I don't think so. But anyway.
Yeah, and I did not
Great
know.
shout.
I don't remember him being in Walk Hard, but it's great you got that in there. Funny People, you get to throw that in there.
Great.
Of course, Fantastic Mr. Fox is a good flick.
He's actually in a very unseen, incredible TV show with Zach Galifianakis and Ted Danson called Bored to Death.
Okay.
Bored to death, I'm scared and lonely. Have you guys never heard that? Seen that? Okay. I bet Neil's
Maybe
seen
sing
it.
some more.
Neil, when you hear this, reach out to me.
Yep.
If you've seen Bored to Death, the TV show, it's amazing. It's hilarious. It's just Zach Galifianakis, Jason Schwartzman, and Ted Danson, and they're stoners.
Okay.
But they also they're just kind of neurotic, middle-aged stoners, and it's just very good.
Okay. Perfect.
It's really funny. But anyway.
Right. You've sold me.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Yeah.
like
Really left field
Jason
nomination.
Schwartzman.
Love it. Yeah.
Okay.
And thanks for your contributions, Neil.
Very much so.
You're a
All right, we're
beautiful
ready
man.
for the next one? Oh, sorry. Are you guys Wes Anderson guys? Did you say you were, BJ?
Some of it.
Have you seen his newest Asteroid City?
No.
You watched it, Duff? No.
I'm
He's
not
got two new ones. He's got that, and then he's got another one dropping in like a month.
Yeah.
I think it's a Netflix one, maybe. Like he's doing some shit with Roald Dahl books.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Awesome.
He's redoing 3 of the Roald Dahl books, I think.
Well, I grew up on that shit.
For
so
Netflix.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're like 45-minute movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be one of those ones where Netflix drops all 3 and it's like one of those limited series things.
Yeah.
Probably.
They chop out all the anti-Semitic stuff.
But anyway. But yeah, very cool.
Yeah, cool.
Something to look forward to there for the Schwartzman fans. Assuming he's in them. He no doubt will be. All right, here we go. We got one here from Inda, who we've given a shout out on the pod before, one of our largest contributors.
Love him.
Inda hailing all the way from Canada.
Canada.
And so he wrote his submission in via email, so I converted it into a Canadian accent.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's this about?
This is a very tough one to answer because I don't have one favorite above all others. I love Denzel, Sly, Arnold, Pacino, De Niro and Cruise. Now, Scarface and Commando I have seen probably the most amount of times for a single actor.
Great choices.
However, Denzel and Cruise have so many bangers. Growing up, Sly was my favorite until I started watching Al and De Niro. It's really unfair to pick one. Okay, with a redeemable gun pointed at me. I will go with De Niro.
Ooh.
His gangster films are just too good to pass up. Godfather 2, Heat Untouchables, Casino, Goodfellas, A Bronx Tale, Mean Streets, Once Upon a Time in America. Not to mention Taxi Driver, Cape Fear, Ronin, Sleepers, Deer Hunter, Copeland and Raging Bull. I didn't even mention his comedies and films where he was a co-star. Basically, if I was stuck on an island and could only watch one actor's filmography, then Bob would keep me entertained for a long, long time, and I suppose that is the original idea.
Yep.
I leave you with this hilarious quote from De Niro. He was overheard at a dinner with his wife saying, "I wouldn't have to keep making shitty movies if you didn't spend all my money." P.S. So happy for you guys reaching the 50-film milestone and hope to celebrate 100 and so forth with you fellas. Keep up the good work and I look forward to hearing all the pods. Great stuff. I forgot to mention my name. Inder Kochar from Vancouver, Canada.
Very cool.
That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. Friend of the pod.
Yeah,
Friend of the
you're
pod.
in. You're a friend of the pod. It's official. Your badge is in the mail.
Yeah, Robert De Niro. Wow.
My shortlist.
Shocked.
Really?
Shocked he didn't get multiple mentions.
Yeah.
His
He was
body of work,
100% on my shortlist.
maybe the only one comparable to Cruise.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't have the range of Cruise, but in terms of the body of work and how fucking good it is.
Some of my
He's more
favorite
acclaimed.
films.
I think he's more acclaimed than Cruise, but Cruise is more entertaining.
What great way to put it. Great way to put it.
He's
Cruise is
just
making films
acclaimed,
for the
baby.
people, and De Niro makes films for himself.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
well, he's probably more of an artist.
Yeah.
Than a
He's grabbing checks these days. Don't get me wrong, he's grabbing checks, but he still does.
Apparently, his wife's a compulsive
Spending all the money.
spender.
He's still coming out with Kill the Irishman, but after that, he's grabbing checks. Dirty Grandpa's fucking great. I might be the only person on this earth who thinks so.
1965.
is when he began.
He
So
began.
was that similar to Harrison Ford
Yeah,
around there? Wasn't it?
Yeah, they're both as old as dirt, basically.
Probably great friends.
He was in a Brian De Palma film in 1968, for God's
There you
sake,
go.
and another one in 1969. Just what a filmography. And he was I think we might have touched on this before. He is the first guy I noticed that was better than everybody else as an actor. And I was like, this guy is like on a fucking other level.
It was intense. It's his intensity.
What was it?
No one's ever been able to match it.
Cape Fear.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Saw him in Cape Fear and I was just like, holy
What was
fuck.
the first one?
Goodfellas, man.
Goodfellas for you?
Yeah.
Probably Taxi Driver. For
Yeah.
me.
I saw Taxi Driver later on.
Yeah. As in first film we saw?
No,
like our favourite. The one that when you realised.
You realised, shit, who's this guy?
Yeah, that lightning bolt strikes you and you go, hang on, this is why this guy's the actor's actor sort of thing. And yeah, diversity as well. Like, also at that stage when I was watching him play those super intense roles, if you had told me he was going to be in fucking Dirty Grandpa, I would have told you were insane. I mean, like, not Robert De Niro. So,
he's gone off the rails a bit lately. That's okay though.
That's okay. You got to.
You know what, Inder? You still get to have those the last 5 years where he's gone off the rails.
You know what? You know what he is? He's
Is he in Killers? Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Apparently.
There you go.
Can't wait.
So he's a cricketer, right? He's an international cricketer. End of his career, what's he going to do? He's going to grab checks. He's going to go to the 2020
play
league.
2020
So,
cricket.
he's just fucking grabbing checks. Let him grab checks.
And then he's popping up in Killers of the Flower Moon and other shit like that. So,
Well, he's still a Scorsese boy.
yeah.
He has to be in that.
Yeah. This is like, and then it's not bad to have a dirty grandpa. I was going to say dirty grandpa to fall asleep to, but that's a sentence that's not going to sound great. But like, you
War
want
with grandpa?
some trash like that to actually just be like, just the mindless stuff as well.
Someone was telling me the other day, we were talking about Robert De Niro and the lead up to this, and they were talking about The Comedian. Apparently it's really good. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
The one from like 2000 and what is it, on there, 16?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never
apparently
seen
it's good.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Dunno.
completely
I think
missed it.
the person who talked to you about it might have been the same person who talked to me about it.
Possibly.
Okay, were you talking to each other? Is that what's happening?
it was.
Okay. Yeah. And yet Limitless, he's great in Limitless.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely fantastic.
Hell of body work. Undeniable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of the greats. One of the absolute greats. As is Inder. Thanks for your contribution, man.
Thank you so much.
All these things are doing is making me question all my fucking...
Yeah, I'm sold on every one.
I came in here with a plan, but that plan's gone to shit.
All right. Next, we've got Brett Rankin, also a massive contributor on the socials.
Thanks, Brett.
This is Brett's called in, live audio. Here we go. Not live audio, but he called in and recorded.
Yes.
So not a stupid bot talking this time. All right, here we go.
Hey, Kenny, PJ, and Duff. It's Brett here. Just a answer to your question. If I was stuck on a desert island with the filmography of only one actor, it's got to be Samuel L. Jackson. The reason being, not only do you get the Tarantino movies, the Spike Lee movies, you get a Scorsese movie in there. You also get the Marvel movies, the Star Wars movies, Jurassic Park.
Snakes on a Plane.
And definitely the main reasons, probably honourable mention, you get True Romance, Fresh, Menace to Society, and Juice.
Yeah.
And thanks, guys. Keep up the good work. Doing an awesome job. Definitely love the Predator episode. That was hilarious.
Thank you, Brett.
Thanks, Brett, man. That's good.
Great shout.
I'm glad someone did it.
I'm sad he didn't mention Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson.
He would have got around to it if he had more time.
He's just got a million movies to choose from. That's the problem.
I forget. You know, man, you just forget with Samuel L. how much shit he's in.
Oh.
Because everyone, you kind of go, he's got the Marvel and the Star Wars. I fucking forget about Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Like he's got Jurassic Park.
Hold on to your butts.
And we almost forget he existed pre-Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
First Pulp Fiction mentioned an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And Paul
Django, fucking, it's all like you get a Tarantino, fucking nearly all of them, apart from maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah. And just look at what the stuff that he was actually doing even pre Pulp Fiction was like he was throwing out those gangster movies. He was popping up in Spike Lee films here and there, so he was doing stuff beforehand.
Plus, he's got a lot of small parts
coming to America,
like cameos essentially.
Yeah.
Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
Is he in Goodfellas?
No, I don't think so.
What's that gangster movie? Is in a good? Might be. That's something
around that time.
Yeah.
Can't see anything there really.
Oh well.
Yeah.
No.
Time to Kill. Yeah, look, I'm just looking at this. Like he was just going off.
Time to Kill might be his greatest ever performance
in the 90s, man. Like you got your Jackie Brown, like you mentioned, you got Tarantino,
Negotiator,
Out of Sight. Oh yeah, look at all these movies. Shaft, banger. Unbreakable. So you've got your M. Night Shyamalans as well.
You know, just looking at that, considering how many films he's got, and he'd have in excess of 100 movies that he's been a big part of.
Yeah,
it's not like there's not a lot of shit there.
Well, there's Triple X.
There should be a lot of shit. That's not his fault though. There should be a lot of shit there, but there's really not.
No, there's not.
You think he'd turn up to the opening of an envelope, but when you look at this, he's actually being probably pretty discerning.
Now I'm on Samuel L.
I know. And it's just going and going. We're only up to
great
I'm
range.
scrolling here. He's just in so much stuff, and he's never not going to be entertaining.
Favorite Samuel L. movie or performance? Tough.
Yeah.
The Incredibles.
Die Hard 3?
What?
Can I have Die Hard 3 with a vengeance?
Die Hard's 3 where I noticed him.
Yeah.
Started going, fuck, this guy's great.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a basic bitch and just say Pulp Fiction. I still think it's probably his best.
Of course you would.
Yeah. I'm also with BJ. It's Deep Blue Sea.
It's still one of the best monologues of all time.
Oh, best surprise.
Even if we never got to see how it finished.
Yeah.
He's in the upcoming Garfield film, apparently. He's playing
grabbing
Odie.
checks, I guess.
Yeah. So he's still, Paws of Fury, whatever that is. So he's not afraid to pop up in the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Paws of Fury, that's animated, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds animated. It'd be great if it wasn't. But absolutely, I'm glad someone did Samuel L. Jackson. So the last two in particular were very on my short list.
Yeah,
De Niro and Samuel L.
Because you are looking for that. Well, not. I guess you're looking for that range. That's what I want.
Range and a body of work.
It depends how you look at it. Because you know, if you like, was it Neil that went Schwartzman? Maybe I'm not looking for range. Maybe I just love this fucking guy's shtick, and I just want to watch that because I love it so much.
Maybe that's
fine.
what I watch on the island. I'm going to watch my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch the body of work. I'm going to watch my favorite. Body.
Yeah, that's good.
Like all these actors, incredible, and it's making me down my list. But fucking hell, end of the day, you got to choose your list.
Actually, guys, I fucked up. We've got another Samuel L.
Oh wow!
I should have played this before we just talked 1,000 fucking things about Samuel L.
He deserves two.
We made it this far.
You ready for another Samuel L?
Yeah.
This is from signed off as Luke the truck driver. So it was a text one.
Yep.
So I gave it a South African accent.
Yeah.
Because I figured truck driver, probably racist. I could just have this is from Luke the truck driver.
Used to be a fan.
Redeemable's big fan of the pod. Luke here. Long time listener, first time caller. If I was stuck on an island stranded with only one filmography to watch, it would have to be motherfucker Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, the man's got so many different franchises: Star Wars, Marvel, the Tarantino movie, Goodfellas, Coming to America. The list goes on, over 100 films. He's the man.
Fuck,
Yeah.
that's good.
Can't argue.
Goodfellas, man.
Goodfellas, you're right.
He's in
Yeah.
Goodfellas. He gets whacked.
Okay.
Okay. No. I believe Luke.
I could say anyone.
I doubt you.
They get
I
whacked.
definitely believe
I doubt,
Luke.
yeah. History tells me to doubt you, but
Yeah,
I believe Luke.
Man, I'm a huge cinephile. I know my shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, fair call.
Not just a man in tiny shorts and a purple shirt.
Yes, though.
Very good.
Yeah, a fantastic shout again. Like, yeah, completely agree. Everything I said before. Yeah, I've just Googled it. He is.
Yeah.
I never doubted you, Luke. It was Duff that I was doubting. You understand, mate.
We gotta watch Goodfellas again.
Yeah, cool. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, you ready for another one?
Let's go. Who we got?
This one is a text-to-voice one from Brooke.
Brooke here. It's gotta be Sliced alone for me. He's the fucking goat. He's got Rocky, Rambo, Spy Kids 3, Carpland, Suicide Squad, Tango and Cash, etc. Man's got range, from drama to action to softcore porn. Absolute king.
That's so good.
What's his softcore porn?
It's actually a movie from 1970, and it's called. He played Stud in a movie called The Party at Kitty and Studs.
And he's just fucking.
Yeah, I'll send you the link later.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I'll have a
yeah,
look.
Yeah,
Crazy.
It's really something. I
Stallone.
recognise those buttocks anywhere.
Stallone. Can you do it? Can you get around it? I think I can.
I can, 100%.
Oh,
I can.
man.
Yeah.
Fucking
This
Tango
is-
and Cash is one of the greatest movies
Yeah.
of all time.
Well, I'm a huge Rambo guy, so that's probably almost enough for me alone.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
He honestly had 20 years of just some of the most entertaining movies you're ever going to
Yeah.
see.
It's the action.
Yeah.
Yeah, just all about entertaining, all about just like this would be fun times on the island.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger.
Lock Up. I love a prison film.
Let me tell you
Lock
about Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
One of the greatest movies of
Judge
all time.
Dredd was good.
You got Stop
Was
and My
it?
Mum Will Shoot.
It's fine.
I didn't mind that Judge Dredd. It's not as good as the
Carl Urban.
Daylight? Can I get a fucking Daylight?
Yeah, I'll give you some Daylight, Ken. I love some Daylight.
Hell of a movie.
I always think about that when I'm going through Graham Farmers. Like, what would I do?
Oh, through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duff had his sexual awakening thanks to The Specialist.
The Specialist.
Yeah, The
Is that
Specialist.
Sharon Stone?
Yeah.
Sharon Stone.
Sharon
Very
Stone.
important movie to me. That's why I...
Yeah. It's when I became a man. Yeah, Copland. How did it say it? Copland.
Copland. Yeah, I don't know why.
Copland's
Yeah,
fucking underrated.
I don't hate the Get Carter that he did either. It's not fantastic, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was all right.
I didn't mind that.
Spy Kids 3, as you said. I just gave that a shout out. You don't see that.
It's also Guardians of the Galaxy. You got Guardians of the Galaxy as well, isn't there?
I want Brooks' thoughts on
He is,
Spy
isn't he?
Kids 1 and 2. Why the
Obviously
shade?
not.
Why the shade?
The other thing you could throw in there, and I know we're not really doing this because it defeats the purpose a little bit, but his writing and directing work as well.
Yeah.
He's probably the only person mentioned so far that has a body of work in those categories.
He's claimed to have written and directed quite a few things.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he still does, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he did.
Like I like the Expendables.
Yeah.
I like Creed.
Yeah, the
I
Creed's
think
okay.
he wrote and directed Creed.
I'm not, don't check the facts, but I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, really great stuff.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Happy with that.
Jesus.
I mean, let's be real. I'm going to watch Rambo 4 on fucking repeat
Yeah.
on that deserted island anyway. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're going to learn how to live.
Yeah. I won't slow you down.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Great call.
Beautiful. So that then I've got another one here, a fresh one, I believe. This one's coming in from Drew. Let's go. I haven't actually heard this one yet because it was a very late submission.
Oh, hope it doesn't get us cancelled.
Hi, Andrew here.
Mel Gibson.
Long-time listener. I think if I was stuck on a desert island, I wouldn't last very long. I think it's 3 days without water and 30 days without food. So
Fair and honest.
Preparing to die pretty quickly, I think I would maybe not go with someone obvious like Leo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt or someone like that. Go with someone like Corey Feldman so I could get the Goonies in there and the Gremlins. Maybe a bit of Stand By Me. If I get bored on day 6 or 7, maybe Dream a Little Dream or License to Drive. And if the projectile coconuts or poisonous plants haven't killed me, I might get a bit of time to whack on the Lost Boys right at the end there and listen to a bit of Cry Little Sister and maybe long for a Death by Stereo as the heat stroke kills me instead. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Great call.
That was
Great
fucking
call.
awesome.
Yeah. So,
And you know what? Corey Feldman, I'm all fucking for
He's
it.
making a comeback, eh?
No.
No, as a singer. There's photos of him going around on social media on the weekend with Mike Patton at Riot Fest.
Yeah, right. I like that he's gone. Like Corey Feldman doesn't have the body of work of the other ones we spoke about, but I like how it's. Hey, I'm not going to fucking last this long on this island.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go with my favourites.
Well, not with that attitude, you won't anyway, Drew.
And yeah, I mean, he's got
fucking
those,
Lost
he's got
Boys,
those
Goonies.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
Fucking Lost Boys. He was Donatello apparently in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got that one in there?
They're the movies we grew up on.
Yeah.
So
Gremlins,
nostalgia.
fucking
Fuck me.
Blown Away.
Gremlins is fucking great. Blown Away is very underrated. Is
Yeah.
that Tommy Lee?
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
yep, pretending to be Irish. Yeah, a couple of National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon.
I
Never
remember
Not Gonna Be
those.
Funny. Meatballs 4. Yeah, man. He's in some stuff.
Yeah, right.
His theme of not lasting long on the island, whilst a little depressing and probably realistic. I noticed we had a couple of comments on social media which were sort of not directly answering the question, but I noticed that the people on social media, Lel and Seth, both were talking about escaping. Their mindset was to escape, and how would they go about escaping,
right?
Which is a very social media mindset, I think. I believe Seth wanted to ride the corpse of Daniel Radcliffe.
That's right. I did read that
through the waves.
It was a reference to Swiss Army Man.
Yeah. And Lel
Very
wanted to learn as
interesting
much as she could from Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he's a big survivalist though.
No.
And his filmography's, you're probably going to be stuck watching Johnny Mnemonic over and over again.
Yeah.
No,
you could watch Wrong Turn 5 a couple of times.
And Heat.
Oh yeah,
He's in
Wrong
Heat.
Turn 5.
Yeah. Sons of Anarchy, he doesn't count. Yeah.
Isn't he? Was he in something? He's like a henchman. I was watching something recently. I was like, "Fuck!" I didn't even notice him in that.
Yeah, he's
Not
only
that old
only
either.
plays small roles.
What was it? Wasn't Limitless?
Oh, really?
Maybe something like that.
I was in a room with him a couple of weeks ago. I should have shouted at him and asked.
Oh yeah.
I went
Good
sorry.
times.
Spoken word again.
Still doing it, is he?
Were you in Limitless?
Were you in Limitless?
Shut the fuck up! Let me tell you.
We've got one last submission for Deserted Island.
Yeah.
This one is a text coming in and converted to a voice. Here we go. From Trent, this one comes in.
Dear Dead Hopers, I hope you guys are well. Love the show. Keep up the good work. If I was stranded on a desert island without being able to bring food, water or shelter, and I could only pick one actor's filmography to pass time, I would pick Leonardo DiCaprio.
It has to be a Leo.
Without thinking, my mind went straight to Leo, no hesitations. I then gave it some thought to see if I could come up with a different answer. I could not. Leo has worked with most of the great directors and alongside other A-list actors. He has been in the game for a long time, so you would not have a shortage of films. What can I say? My heart wants what my heart wants. Watching Leo on my coconut TV during sunset on a beach, watching the movie The Beach. P.S. When are we getting the Duff Cookbook? And are you guys excited for Joker 2, the musical?
If that's a genuine question.
You know I
absolutely
am.
fucking not.
No.
It's
No.
my worst
I think it's
nightmare.
I'm all about it.
Yeah, I thought you might
I
be.
look forward to it.
I will not watch it. I will never
you will.
watch it. I won't.
You
I
will.
promise you I will
You know
not.
what? You'll watch it and tell everyone you hadn't.
Nah. I don't even like the first one, really.
Oh, wow.
I don't mind it, but yeah.
Another Robert De Niro classic.
Lady Gaga, I'm out.
No,
Thanks.
thank you.
So that's your answer to that one, Trent. But
Yes.
thank you for putting forward Leo.
Had to be done, yeah?
Made my top 3 for sure.
Shocked he hadn't popped up by now.
Yeah.
How is there not 8 Leo submissions?
I honestly thought we were going to get flooded with Leos. So.
Is it too obvious?
I would have thought a lot of people would have gone, oh, Leo, everyone else would have done that.
Yeah.
Because I just assumed everyone was picking Leo.
What a filmography. Like,
Yeah.
just fucking banger after banger. And that's not even including his TV work in that sitcom that he was
Growing
in.
Pains.
Growing Pains. Thanks for saving me there, Duff. I was
It's
drowning.
it's an incredible body of work, and I think Trent hit the nail on the head when he listed a few of the directors. But it's basically who would be regarded as the best directors of the last sort of 30 years.
Yep.
And Leo's done one, if not multiple, films with all of them.
Yep.
I think he's probably got Denis Villeneuve and David Fincher to go, and then he's checked every single box.
Yeah.
And that's me saying that he maybe has done something with Fincher. I'm not sure.
Nothing springs to mind, but
no.
yeah. Also, I think you were talking before about directors saying, I want that actor. I think Leo's that guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get me that guy, because he can
Yeah.
be anyone, any place, anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just even just looking at his last sort of 15 years, just that alone. Killers of the Flower Moon coming up. Okay. I've got really high hopes for it. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Revenant, Wolf of Wall Street, Django, Inception, Shutter Island. That's just since 2010.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Do you guys
It is
have a favourite Leo movie? Revenant from you guys?
Yeah, could be.
It's probably The Departed for me.
Yeah. I'm probably Django for me.
Yeah.
Love it.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be Revenant, Blood Diamond.
I'm a big Blood Diamond guy too.
Yeah.
Inception would be up there.
The fact that we're having this conversation with so many options proves how fucking good he is.
And it's doing what this whole thing has done where I'm like, oh yeah, that one. Oh yeah, that one. Oh, that actor. Like, I didn't realize I was so easily convinced until we did this.
Yeah.
Really learning about myself.
I've got 9 people on my list.
Yeah, I have not seen Romeo and Juliet because I won't. But other than that,
I haven't seen Romeo and Juliet or Titanic.
Yeah, I haven't seen Titanic either. Actually, good point. Yeah,
I should see Titanic.
No, I've got to die on this hill now. I haven't seen
Titanic.
the first Top Gun or Titanic, and that's going to be on my gravestone.
So before we get into our own submissions, that's all of the people's
Thank
submissions.
you, everyone.
I think we ended up with 13, which is awesome.
Yeah,
and
multiple different.
Yes, and then I got one other email that was probably asking a question, so I thought we'd do that before we do the. Yep, it's from a regular commenter.
Yes.
If you guys remember Deflange, John Deflange. So I converted it to audio, the email. So here's a question for us, basically, or a suggestion even.
Congrats on making it this far. Not sure if it fits your show, but maybe an episode on songs in movies, original or by artists. Songs that make you think of the movie or make the scene, Tiny Dancer, in Almost Famous, Lust for Life, Trainspotting. Any Britney Spears song in Crossroads. Might work for a Minnesota as well. Sweet Child of Mine in Step Brothers classic.
Or Terminator 2.
Good luck.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
That's right on your fucking wheelhouse.
Yeah.
That's right in BJ's wheelhouse.
Yes, tune in for my 3-hour me just talking about fucking songs in movies.
Songs in movies.
Yeah, mate, hit me up. Hit me up to Flange. Let's hang out because I would love to.
I think it's a great premise.
What song makes you think of a movie immediately?
The Lone Rangers degenerated from Airheads.
Yeah.
And is that an Adam Sandler movie or not?
That's not an Adam Sandler movie.
That was a great
It's a Brendan
shout,
Fraser movie.
Shot in the Dark, I haven't really thought about it at all.
Yeah.
But Eye of the Tiger has to be one of
Oh,
them.
of course.
Straight into my-
Yeah. Take my breath away.
Yeah.
It's Danger Zone.
Did we?
It's definitely Danger Zone.
Did something similar to this. I seem to remember doing. I remember talking about the ending of Fight Club with the
Pixies.
Yeah, Pixies.
Where is my mind?
Yeah.
I mentioned it. Yeah, I tried to shoot on. Duff rolled his eyes at me a lot, so I stopped talking about music.
No, we should definitely do that.
Yeah.
I'm keen to do it on one of the minis. Yeah,
Yep.
wicked. All right, great suggestion.
Love it.
Thanks, Flange.
So, can I do mine?
Go.
My desert island actor has not been named yet, so I would like to do
Wow.
mine. Yeah. And it was the first person I thought of. It might be a bit of recency bias because we've recently drafted this guy. So, yes, it's Adam Sandler. No, it's Brad Pitt.
I was going to say it's John Travolta for Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Actually, the last person I would want to be trapped on a island with their filmography would probably be John Travolta. I am fucking not a John Travolta fan at all, ironically, even though Pulp Fiction's my favourite movie.
Brad Pitt, nice.
Brad Pitt, man. And as we mentioned, if you want to hear us talk about Brad Pitt in depth, go back to the Brad Pitt movie draft, and I will bang on about my relationship with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that was the
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train. Yeah, it's a parasocial relationship. He doesn't know me.
Yeah.
But even just some of my favorite films of all time. Even if we just did if we're just going to go with fucking Fight Club.
Yeah.
Can't think of any of his other movies all of a sudden. Moneyball, fucking love.
World War Z?
Yeah, I quite like World War Z.
Oh, I'm reading the book for right now, World War Z. Yeah,
that's great.
Very interesting.
You could have borrowed mine. I've got that.
Yeah. Did you read it?
I did. It's the last fiction book I read.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's okay.
Put you off fiction forever, did it?
I just don't read fiction.
Yeah.
California, True Romance. So you've got at least two and a half Tarantinos in there.
Yeah.
So stoked with that.
Wonderful range again as well.
Comedies, and he's been a bit of a cameo guy of late, as we know. Popped up, so I've got The Lost City there, which is fantastic.
Deadpool.
Have you seen his fucking Lost City? Have you seen his cameo in the last episode of the TV show Dave about Lil Dicky?
Haven't got there yet.
Fuck me, man.
I gave up on it. Is it worth? Do I have to watch the rest of the fucking series to get there?
I just watched the last episode.
I will, because the first series is great, and then it was terrible after that.
I really loved it. But anyway, his cameo at the end of that in the last ep is just phenomenal.
Okay,
how the fuck is he going in that for starters, and then he just takes over it?
Yeah,
and he says, "I'll have an hour of spotlight, please, here, guys," and just crushes it.
All right, I'll skip straight to the last episode,
man, and he's just out of control. So good.
Big drop off that show, but anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going with him. Also, so many genres.
So many.
And you've got some of the slowest burners. I could spend the whole day watching the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
Yes.
Because that's how long it goes for, I think.
I'd rather fucking end
8 hours.
I would rather fucking end myself than
That's
watch
how
it.
Well, you know what, mate? Do it.
I fucking will.
Roll sticky negativity. So just do it.
That is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I went to the cinemas to watch that when I was 13. Came out when I was fucking 21. Fucking missed all my teenage years because I thought, I wonder who kills him at the end.
You probably learnt better life lessons from that movie than you did your teenage years.
Hell.
Yeah. All right, so Brad Pitt's mine.
Yeah, good.
Hands down.
Very happy with that.
That's
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mine is obviously Ben Foster.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's not really.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough great films.
That's
He's
the issue,
fucking
right?
great in everything.
That's the
but,
fucking
yeah.
issue, yeah.
So mine is Leo. It has to be, man.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be so obvious, but I was just toying with you. It was going to be, I think it was probably Leo or Denzel.
Yes.
I'm surprised Denzel didn't
Denzel's
pop up.
definitely an HM. Jesus.
Leo's the obvious one, but he's never made a bad film, like never. Whereas I think everyone else on the list, there is some shit in amongst the gold.
Yeah.
He works with the absolute fucking best, as Trent said. Trent was the Leo guy.
Yep.
Doesn't slum it, barely does cameos, doesn't appear in the media. I know that's unfilm related, but it's just cool.
Yeah.
It's just always on fucking yachts in the Caribbean or whatever, just doing his shit and then saving elephants and all that. All of his films are like, you know, the thing with Tom Cruise a little bit is Tom Cruise is kind of always Tom Cruise. You can't go too far outside of what Tom Cruise is.
Yep.
Even if the film is completely different, like he does a sci-fi versus a comedy, it's still kind of Tom Cruise.
Agree.
Whereas Leo is so interchangeable into any role. He can literally be anything. So that's why I think I'd enjoy just, you know, celebrating his filmography for however long I last on the island. A fucking long time, by the way. Do you know how many seasons of fucking Alone and Naked and Afraid I've watched? Literally, I've never missed
First
an
thing
episode.
he does is take his clothes off.
Yeah, I've never missed an episode.
It wasn't
man.
a deserted island until then. Everyone
like-
else swam.
I am thousands of hours into that shit.
I'll take my chances with the sea.
Looks like a bloated ET. So this is where I made my mind up though, right? And I think you kind of touched on it, Duff, just a minute ago. Is I was looking at my top 20 or 30 films.
Yeah.
Like I've got a list of my favorite movies, right? And I
Yep.
was looking through them. And then I narrowed it down to top 20 and I had Blood Diamond, Inception, The Departed, Wolf of Wall Street, and The Revenant.
Yeah.
All in my top 20 or so films of all time.
Right. So
There's
25%.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No one else appears. There's a couple of other actors that would appear maybe twice.
Yep.
But no one else appears like 5 times.
Can't
like
really
he
argue
does.
with that,
So
can
I was
you?
like, well, it's got to be him.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
And then I've just got the directors he worked with. I know he did it. We get James Cameron for Titanic, Danny Boyle on the Beach, Steven Spielberg, Catch Me If You Can, Ridley Scott, Body of Lies, Christopher Nolan, Inception, Tarantino for Django, and Scorsese for Gangs of New York, The Departed, Shutter Island, Wolf of Wall Street, and Killers of a Flower Moon.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen Killers of a Flower Moon already, but I gave it 9 out of 10.
Yeah, same.
That's
So
how fucking
can't
good
wait.
it is.
So can't wait.
Nothing excites me more than the whispers of a new Leo movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing.
Do you
As
know
soon
the
as I
only thing
get
that got-
wind of it and it's like Leo's in this thing,
Yeah.
right.
The only thing that got me more jacked about it, that particular one, was hearing the premise of the movie, which I can't fucking.
Oh, it sounds unbelievable.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm really stoked about that. Yeah, look, if you had have said to me, "I'm sorry, Mr. BJ, we're all out of Brad Pitt. You're going to have to go with Leo."
Yeah,
I'd be like,
you're happy with
whatever.
that.
Yeah, you take
Great.
Leo.
And
Yeah.
to be honest, a small drop off, but as he didn't get mentioned, but Denzel would be up there for me as well.
Yeah.
Sure, well,
He's
Duff's
in my
still
top
a
five.
chance.
What you got, Duff?
You're a Denzel guy.
I am a Denzel guy.
The Rock, The Rock, The Rock.
This whole 2 weeks, I just keep on going back and forth with 3 people.
Okay.
That's John Cena, Batista, and The Rock.
It's funny, but it kind of could be.
Yeah.
But
Can I guess who one of yours was before you do it? Not who's your main guy is, because I don't think it's going to be him. Did you float around with the idea of Chris Evans?
Chris Evans?
Yeah.
Did I think about Chris
Yeah.
Evans? I did.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm a big Marvel
I
guy.
was trying to think who you guys would choose.
But I've been floating around 3 people. Arnie,
Yeah.
purely based on Predator
It's a
and
fucking
Commando.
good one. I toyed with that.
And
I
the other
just,
fucking
like,
100 films.
Had to fucking look deep. And then I also had Vince Vaughn.
Yep.
Because I'm on a desert island. I'm going to fucking choose, let's die laughing.
Yeah.
You know
Prison.
what I mean? Let's be entertained.
Roland Selbrock.
Yeah.
Let's watch Old School 28 times in a row and fucking die with a coconut in my hand because I couldn't be bothered looking for water.
Yeah, love it.
And I really, really fought hard on this one. I really, really, really wouldn't choose this in any other situation, any other way. But I'm on a desert island.
Yeah.
So I want to see a lot of my favourite actors, a.k.a. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
I was like, who's been in a Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie? Who's John Cena acted with?
Kevin Hart.
No. My actor is really wild, but I'm going to choose Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, shit. Not wild at all.
Not wild.
Yeah. Not wild
For
at
the
all.
shooter as well, to get me feeling a bit.
It's another one I thought about.
Crossover with our guys that we've just mentioned as well.
And it came to me as one of my favourite action things is Mark Wahlberg in The Shooter.
Totally agree.
My favourite comedy is The Other Guys with Will Ferrell. I can watch Will. I can watch Samuel Jackson. I can watch everyone I love in comedy.
Yeah.
So right there. So I'm all Marky Mark, and I love his earlier stuff, The Big Hit, and fucking love it all.
He's got the comedy. See, Leo, I chose Leo, and you've got Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt has some comedy.
Yeah,
Leo has virtually none.
Yeah, I just want to get entertained.
Yeah.
So
no, I
entertain
fucking
me.
hear you.
Great shout.
You play me that double feature. I call it a double feature of Deepwater Horizon and Patriots Day.
Fucking
you
great.
put that shit on repeat, and I'll sit down for fucking 2 days.
Yeah,
we've got nothing else to do, so
it was really hard.
Even if I had heaps to do,
yeah,
I'm still sitting down and watch those back to back for 2 days.
So it all came down. It was like Neil said. You go down a rabbit hole. You look at everyone's filmography. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go with what your gut tells you. And it was Mark Wahlberg, which is out of the blue for me.
Yeah, I was not expecting it, but again, like all of these nominations, fuck. It's obviously subjective, but I can still tell people their opinions wrong sometimes. None of these opinions are wrong.
No, they've all been great.
I think, I'll still say that Tom Cruise is probably the correct answer. I will say, and the numbers speak to that.
Yeah,
but fuck, I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
that process.
Yeah, it was really,
and it
really
made me think. I kind of had Leo locked in already.
Yeah,
but then listening to this, I was like, maybe it's Gosling.
Yeah,
maybe I'm Gosling.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I didn't realize I was such a Matt Damon guy.
Yeah, maybe I'm Samuel L.
Yeah. No, fantastic.
Really good.
Gee, the people who listen to this podcast know movies.
They do.
Yeah, better than us. Maybe they should be doing this.
Yeah. We'll get them.
See if they get 50.
Aggressive, but
I have a very strained relationship with the people.
But genuine thanks again to everybody who contributed.
Love you all.
And
thank you
anyone
very
who's
much.
contributed ever in any way, shape, or form.
We'll send you a sticker that we haven't done yet.
Yeah, we'll make you some.
150th episode, we'll send you one.
Every contribution's appreciated. Every like, every comment, every listen. We genuinely didn't think anyone ever would, so we really genuinely appreciate it.
Time is money, and people have taken the time.
Yeah.
And I fucking love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time to listen. Thank you for taking the time to respond.
Yeah.
We'll pay them.
Yeah.
We'll pay them.
We'll send them $50 a submission.
$50
Can you write that down?
Yeah, I have cash for comment.
Yeah.
Okay, righto, John Laws over here.
We're also doing cash for 5-star reviews on iTunes as well.
Okay, so
so
the check's in the mail.
Every 5-star review, $50.
Yeah,
$50. Cheap.
And 50 R bucks, redeemables bucks. Kind of like, it's not real money, but it's not also not money.
Yeah, it's like Bitcoin.
Yeah,
It's bubblegum wrappers in my car. I just drew an R on it.
50 R bucks. For each
50 R bucks.
5-star
I'll tell you what. I'll give
Who wants 50
I'll
bucks?
give everyone a redeemables NFT. They're worth $15,000 each.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You can just say whatever you want with that.
Okay. Yep. Whatever.
All right. What are we doing?
Thanks,
Are we doing
everyone.
a mini?
We're doing a fucking mini.
Okay.
And we're going to do
What do I need to
a
prepare for?
retrospective of. It's going to be trivia relating to our 50 films. We've
Oh,
done.
shit.
Oh,
So
shit.
handpick some of those.
I haven't listened to one. I'm going to struggle.
And then we're going to do our own desert island films. So if we were trapped
Okay.
on a desert island, what 5 films would we choose to take with us?
Okay. Just movies.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a movie one. So
Cool.
join us for that. That'll be great. And
All right.
thanks, everyone.
God damn, what a rush!
Bye.
Hey everyone! Here we are over stunning South Africa, and we're filming Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Parts 1 and 2. And I didn't want the year to end without thanking you all for coming out to the theaters, and thank you for supporting Top Gun Maverick. Hey, here's Chris McCoy, writer, director. Hi everybody, hey. Thank you. Hey, listen, we really got a room. We got to get this shot. Oh, yeah, we're filming. We got to get this shot. All right. Are you coming? Not on your line. Good luck. Okay. We'll see you down there. Whoa. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Thank you for supporting Top Gun Maverick. As always, thank you for allowing us to entertain you. It truly is the honor of a lifetime. Yeah. Very lucky. I'm running out of altitude, so I gotta get back to work. We gotta get this shot. You have a very safe and happy holiday. We'll see you at the movies.